Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to make a quick video on finding products and doing a little bit of product research, whether you are starting a dropshipping store, whether you're planning on starting a brand. I think this information is going to be hugely helpful for you, and it's going to be a nice laid back chill vibe while you still learn a ton of information like I just said. Today's been a real busy day and it's basically the end of my work day, but I thought, you know what? I want to stay consistent with YouTube, so let me just make a quick video on one of the most requested subjects. Today we actually achieved a pretty dope milestone with our brand. This is the fashion brand that we've been building. Let me just show you real quick. So today we actually made it to 4.8 feedback score. Now if you don't know what a product feedback score is, it's basically a score that Facebook gives you after they survey a bunch of your customers to see basically how well you're satisfying them. And it's actually kind of helpful sometimes to see where you're lacking, whether it be, you know, in your customer service, your shipping times, or whatever. And that's basically the reason why Facebook does those surveys. I mean, it kind of sucks if your shipping times are really slow. And for this brand, we're actually shipping everything from the United States, and it has made a huge difference. And we're placing a big importance on product quality. We even went to Europe to find some suppliers that had above average craftsmanship skills or whatever. And yeah, I did actually make a vlog about this, so I'll link that in the description if you want to check it out. But overall, a super proud moment for the brand. We also reached our highest profit day ever, which was about $800 the other day. So yeah, the brand is growing steadily. I'm super excited. Our customers are loving our stuff, and yeah, all good things on that end. But yeah, just trying to keep you guys updated on what I'm doing. And yeah, but let me stop talking so much and let's actually get into the video. Alright guys, so we're in a little bit of a different spot here today. Just thought I'd change it up and, you know, just have a different vibe going on. I'm on my couch in my living room, just chilling. And as you can see, I got a couple things opened up here. I got this one tool called Salesforce, and I also got the AliExpress Dropshipping Center, which I'm sure a lot of you guys don't even know about. So what this video is basically about, like I said, is finding products for Shopify. And this is sort of the beginning of a series, I guess you could say, that I want to start, where I just basically look for products and we just get a ton of different ideas together on, you know, potential brands to start, or just products that, you know, are up and coming and stuff like that. Because of course I do have a lot of experience with this, but you know, the experience that you guys have in life in general could just lead you to have different marketing angles for a particular product, or just a different idea in general with the stuff that I give you. So that's sort of the premise of this series, is just for me to find products, no pressure, you know, like I don't care if you guys test these or not. I'm just basically trying to get your brain juices flowing. It's kind of similar to what I do with the store review series, where I just find really amazing brands and sort of review them for you. I'm just basically trying to give you inspiration, and like I said, it gives myself inspiration to do this stuff, so it's a win-win situation for the both of us. But anyways, I want to start out here on the Dropshipping Center, and the main reason is because the Dropshipping Center is actually 100% free, which of course is ideal for someone who's just starting a business, especially an online business. And the reason why we're using AliExpress is because that's basically the best way to start a online business, is by leveraging the dropshipping business model. That way you actually don't have to invest in inventory, and you can just sell directly to your consumer from your supplier. And you know, AliExpress recognized that many people were utilizing this business model, so they made it easier for sellers and created the Dropshipping Center. And that's exactly what we're going to be using here. We're also going to be using Salesforce, but mainly just to take a look at some stores selling some of this stuff instead of the same research that we'll be doing on Dropshipping Center. And I guess just to begin, when it comes to product research, a lot of times, you know, it's best to not overthink. So for example, you know, you may see a product and you may think, oh, well, so many people may be selling this, or, you know, nobody's selling this, or I don't know if this people would even buy this. Honestly, the best way to judge is just by looking at the orders of a product. If a product is getting a significant amount of orders, like, you know, anywhere above 1,000 orders, chances are you could probably sell it successfully as well, because, you know, somebody's buying these products. So all you have to do at that point is like come up with some really clever marketing and, you know, make a really nice store. So of course there's a ton of products here, and you know, a lot of the ones that sell the most are actually AirPods, which is kind of funny But I think the reason why is because AirPods are just so expensive, and people are looking for cheaper alternatives. But something like this, for example, where it's a clock and it's also a wireless charger, so this has 6,000 views, and it is a little bit expensive, so $25, but you could still make a profit on that somehow. Hey guys, so this is editing Arie right now, so I'm editing this video, and as I'm editing it, I wanted to quickly mention something that I sort of forgot when it comes to this product, and it's the fact that it's in the electronics niche. Now, the electronics niche, of course, it's sort of controversial because there is a lot more margin for error, but the great benefit of it is that there's a ton of unique products, plus they have higher perceived value, which means people don't really know exactly the cost of these goods, especially when they're innovative products like this one right here. So it's really up to you how much you want to charge for it and how much you feel you should charge for it, but a good baseline is anywhere from 2 to 3 times your product cost. That way you have some room for marketing costs. So yeah, just wanted to quickly mention that. Now, the shipping times are actually pretty terrible, so that's definitely a downside. So apparently you can't filter by shipping from US, which is kind of annoying when it comes to the dropshipping center. That's one thing that really isn't cool. I mean, I do like to recommend to filter your AliExpress research by US fulfillment. And the reason why is pretty obvious. It's because you get much faster shipping times. And as I showed you in the beginning, shipping times make a huge difference for your customer feedback ratings. And honestly, I think one of the best things that has come out of the customer feedback rating that we've had is a decrease in CPMs, of course, higher customer satisfaction, so more returning customers. But also, I recently got introduced to the Facebook Marketing Expert program, and this isn't like your regular marketing calls that Facebook gives you. It's something bigger than that. Like, I actually get like a private contact number, so I can actually reach out to Facebook whenever I want for any sort of issues. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I'll probably make a video on that and let you guys know how it goes, just to sort of share my experience. But that's besides the point. Like I was saying, you definitely want to make sure that you find stuff that can ship relatively fast. Otherwise, you're gonna run into a lot of issues. But this product, I think, is pretty cool. I've never really seen anybody sell this. And as you can see, some of these images are really, really nice. And it has a wow factor. A lot of people want to use these wireless chargers, but maybe, they also want to look at the time, but they don't want to turn on their phone. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't solve a huge issue, but the great thing is that a ton of people own iPhones, so it has a pretty broad appeal, which means, you don't have to worry about competition too much. You can just kind of continue to test new marketing angles and make something work. So let's continue here. And I'm honestly just looking at the amount of orders here. And I guess we could look at this as well. So, this is a product that's kind of strange. I mean, it's definitely really niche, but as you can see, the data says that it's getting a ton of orders and that people actually really love the product. It has 100% 5-star reviews, which is pretty unheard of. So that this product is actually, really viable and that people really love it. Now, another thing that I like about it is that it has a wow factor. So I think, something like this, even though it's kind of weird and, I wouldn't buy this myself, and I probably wouldn't want to sell this personally just because it doesn't really interest me, but I do think you could definitely start something out of this because it's very unique. You can't just find something like this in a regular store shelf, and it's getting a lot of buzz, no pun intended. So what is this? This one has 13,000 orders, so that's pretty crazy. Oh, see, like this phone case is actually pretty cool. So this is mainly for, iPhones, of course, but I like that this has a really cool video that goes with it. This product is pretty original. I don't think many people have sold this. I haven't seen this a lot personally. And this video is amazing, like I just said, and I can see how it solves a problem. iPhones are very expensive, so you definitely don't want to break your camera, especially if you're not going to be using it, right? So something like this could help you protect your camera, and it looks really nice. They have pretty cool colors available, so that's awesome. They even have black, so that's pretty cool. I would definitely buy the black one. Yeah, cool product. I like it. It has a ton of orders. Of course, the shipping is really rough, so I'll leave you to it to find some better shipping options. but the idea itself is really good. So that's basically what we're looking at here is ideas. Now I do have a video on alternatives for fulfillment, so I'll link that in the description as well. But basically your options are to find a sourcing agent in China after you start selling some of these products, or you could just import the product in bulk and ship things yourself, or use a third-party logistics company in the US or wherever you're located to actually fulfill things for you. But either way, you will need to probably invest some money, and I would definitely not recommend you start selling this just directly off of AliExpress, because those shipping times are a little bit ridiculous and it's not really gonna work out too well for you. So yeah, I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people think there's, you know, just the secret to finding finding the perfect shipping times and everything. They hate to hear that it's just hard work, but yes, it is hard work. I'm trying to give you the ideas here, but you are gonna have to put in the work to find the right suppliers, the right shipping carriers, and all those things, which is what you're gonna need to beat the competition nowadays. Everybody's getting into online business, so it's really important that you have, you know, your competitive edge. Now let me see what this is right here. So 6,000 orders for this little avocado. Some of the weirdest stuff sells sometimes. So a magnetic charging cable that's also like LED. That's kind of cool. I've never actually seen anything like this. This has a huge wow factor as well. I'm not a huge fan of this product, mainly because it doesn't really solve any issue whatsoever, but you know, it is a pretty cool product and it has a huge wow factor, as you can see. I think a lot of people would actually buy this, and you know, it's a really low cost of goods. This is actually a really interesting product. 17,000 orders, that's pretty unreal. I definitely think someone can make this work, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. So these are just like high-waisted lingerie. 14,000 orders and only 37 reviews. So somebody is scaling this very quickly. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would never have guessed that something like this could work, but hey, you know, you could start a lingerie brand out of something like this. This could be your beginning product. Quick note on that, all of these products that I'm trying to give you here are for you to potentially build a brand out of. I think any store that you start, you should start with long-term intention. So whatever you do with your store, that's your responsibility, but my advice is to start something with the intention to stick to it for a very long time and potentially grow it enough to even sell the business if you want to get an exit and maybe work on something else. But that's definitely the best way to do it. I see it as getting compound interest on your interest, because when you're building your brand, you're of course making money from your brand, but you're also building an asset at the same time. It's kind of like making rental income while you pay down the mortgage of a house, which is actually something I'm doing as well. So I kind of apply the same philosophy into real estate and even into stocks as well. Let me know if you want an investing video, because I do want to make some videos on investing from my experience. But yeah, that's definitely how I would approach building stores from now on. If you haven't been doing that, then I suggest you start now. This is the way that I teach in the NetSphere community as well. So if you vibe with that, make sure that you check that out in the description. But let's keep going here. So this as well is doing really well. I don't know, I don't think I would sell this. I mean, I really like the product images, but the fact that there's so many variants. So let's keep going here. I mean, we can basically do this all day, and I know some of you guys do this stuff all day, but like I said in the beginning, sometimes it's important to not overthink and just pick something that you really vibe with, and you know, that has obviously a good rating, so that you can just start gathering data and start making, you know, the mistakes that you need to make in order to succeed, right? Because it's not gonna be just like a steady growth. It's definitely gonna come with a lot of challenges. So the sooner that you start your store and you start testing, the sooner that, you know, you'll reach your breakthrough point. So these have a ton of orders. 16,000 orders for these shoes. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I really like these though. These are pretty clean. I like this sort of style of shoe. I guess they sort of copied Balenciaga in a way, and maybe Allbirds. And yeah, I mean, these are pretty low cost, so you could sell these for even like $30-$40. So pretty cheap for shoes, and they look insanely comfortable. You can tell that somebody's definitely, you know, doing something with these, because 16,000 orders and only 500 reviews. Someone's definitely drop shipping this right now, or they're just for some reason selling a ton. But yeah, that's definitely a good product right there. Wow, these also have a ton of orders, and these are actually super cool. I love pins. I mean, I don't really have any pins, but a lot of people love pins, and these are all outdoors related, so you know, you could easily create an outdoor store around these pins or something along those lines. This is super cool. I love these type of little products like this. They look really high quality. Wow, so this is still being sold a lot. That's really interesting. I'm sure the difference isn't this dramatic, but you know, something like this, it's definitely selling a lot. And you know, I don't know, I don't like this product too much, but you know, judging by the orders, and if it does do what it says it does, then I guess it would be a pretty cool product. But I don't know, it seems a little bit sketchy. It has good reviews though, so maybe I'm wrong. You know, somebody could definitely make that work and build something out of that. So as you can see, I mean, there's so many products on here, but as you see, I'm not just picking anything here. I'm kind of sticking to some sort of criteria. I mean, I am looking mainly at the amount of orders sold, but also products that interest me. Like for example, you know, these masks, yeah, they've sold a lot, but I wouldn't try to sell masks, you know? So let's continue here. Okay, so this product I think I've seen in the past. Yeah, I have seen this in the past, but it's still being sold like crazy. That's pretty unbelievable actually, and this has pretty cool content, so you know, somebody could definitely make this work. As you can see, 14,000 orders and only 78 reviews. This is kind of a cool toy. I mean, it's like a lazy turtle. You know, okay. I mean, this isn't the type of product that I would like to sell, but as you can see, it's killing it. It doesn't have many reviews, which is slightly concerning. Oh, and these reviews are definitely not, you know, good. So I guess I would probably steer clear of that product maybe. But anyways, you get the idea here. I mean, I could spend literally hours on the dropshipping center and find a ton of products, but it would take me a long time and this video would get way too long. So let's actually look at sales source now a little bit and look at their trending tab. Now, like I said, this is basically the same thing as Dropship Center, so I definitely don't think you need this tool at all. But if you do want to invest in a product research tool, I do think this one is, you know, one of the best just because there's so many features. They're not sponsoring this or anything, so don't worry. This is like just a genuine opinion. I have been seeing this product a lot lately, this barbecue cleaner. And as you can see, this store is selling it in a different language, but yeah, my sourcing agent actually told me about this product and they said that it's been doing really well. So, you know, I guess this would be pretty good to try out. This store is definitely, you could definitely beat the competition here, if you know what I mean. So definitely, you know, that's definitely a good one to try out. Now, what's interesting, a lot of these are actually kind of high ticket products, like some of these chairs, and they do look pretty cool. I would never really consider to sell something like this, but you know, I could see why they're working. Let's actually look at some best sellers here instead of the trending now. We'll do filter by US shipping and with a video. Okay, so nothing too special here. Oh, okay, so I just found some insoles. That's actually kind of cool. Some shoes cause a lot of issues for people, and I know, for example, in the skate community, a lot of people use insoles, but I know that in general, a lot of people love insoles, so that's actually kind of a cool product, and I like that it ships from the US. I'm not sure if it actually ships from the US, but if it says it ships from the US, I would recommend that you order a sample just to see if it actually does or not. That's definitely what I would recommend. Now let's take a look at this mascara here. So this one ships from the US. That's pretty dope. I mean, they didn't spell second right, but that's kind of nice. I mean, this one seems pretty promising. I think Biaheza actually used this product in a video recently, so maybe that one's probably getting sold a lot, but you know, that's such a huge market that I don't see how it could get saturated, especially if you have good marketing skills. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. You know what? It's crazy that some of these products are still on here because, you know, I've been seeing this product, for example, for like 2 years now, and it still continues to be on like bestsellers list. It just goes to show that a lot of products aren't really saturated, and you know, it kind of makes sense because if they're in such a big market, it's kind of hard to really saturate a product, right? Like, it's technically, there could be infinite competitions because there's infinite different marketing angles. I like this product actually. It's like a shoelace lock. This is pretty cool. I've never seen anybody sell this, but this would be really helpful, like especially for people who, you know, go on a lot of adventures or hikes. I like this. This is actually a really good video, especially because of the Air Force Ones. Like, that's such a trendy shoe. If any of you guys know anything about fashion, you know that this is a super trendy shoe. And yeah, so this would perform really well. It ships from the US and with USPS shipping, boom, this is a perfect product right here. And I think this is a good one to wrap this up on. So I really hope that you got a lot of ideas out of this video. I know that it wasn't, you know, a super structured video. It's not like a presentation or anything, but I'm just trying to keep it fun and lighthearted with you guys. You know how it is. It's more fun for me to make videos like this, and I like to keep my channel consistent, so I think this sort of content really fits well with my channel, and I really hope that you guys like it too. I love the constant support from you guys, and I love all of the comments that you guys leave me. The community I've built here is literally one of the proudest things I've ever done. I'm trying to give you these product ideas so that you can start something big. So don't have limiting beliefs. Don't just think small. Think about a big brand. Think about having happy customers, because if you don't treat your customers, your business is not gonna last long, and you know, you're just not gonna be happy. Like, it really doesn't feel good to have customers angry with you, and you know, you shouldn't be proud of a business if everybody hates your business. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Make sure to use this knowledge responsibly. And with that said, make sure that you check out the Netsphere community in the description if you wanna join my Shopify course and private community. It's a really low investment, so I would suggest checking it out if it sounds interesting. But with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.